What's up guys, Mickle here, and today was actually the implementation day for the ISO 20022 standard, and there has been a lot of hype about how this new implementation was going to be a game changer for XRP. This is something I have not talked about much on this channel yet, but in this video, I want to go over exactly what this new standard is going to mean for Ripple and XRP going forward. I'm going to give you my perspective on whether or not this is a massive upgrade that's going to be a game changer going forward, or it's just some overhyped new standard. In this video, we're going to talk about that, as well as what just happened in the cryptocurrency market that I think is going to be massively bullish going forward. Guys, I am so confident we are in a brand new bull market. Make sure to stick around to the end of the video to see why this is very important. Like always, your support means so much to this channel. If you enjoy these videos, make sure to take a quick second to like this video and subscribe to my channel. It really does mean so much. Also, if you ever need a good place to buy some XRP, make sure to check out my favorite exchange, Uphold, down in the description of this video. Guys, Uphold is currently giving away 50,000 XRP. Someone just won 20,000 XRP. You do not want to miss out on this giveaway. Sign up with Uphold using the link in the description of this video. With that said, though, let's jump right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. So I don't want to waste any time here, and I want to jump right into the ISO 20022 standard and really break down what it means for Ripple and XRP. Now, this is something that has been talked about heavily in this community, and I just want to give you my perspective on it because I think a lot of people kind of miss the mark when they talk about this. I think a lot of people overhype it, a lot of people underhype it. And I just want to give you guys what I really think it's going to mean over the long run, because I do think it's actually very important. I just think a lot of people really missed the mark on what it means. So I'm going to actually play you this clip to start off, just to give you a very brief description of exactly what this new standard is if you haven't heard about it, and then really break down how it's going to impact Ripple and XRP. So listen up to this.
So ISO02022 is a global standard for financial information exchange. This enables interoperability between different systems, straight through processing of payments, and rich data transfer. And it'll also foster competition because it's open and flexible. At Ripple, we've been aligned with ISO 20022 from day one. We've always recognized that this is the direction of payments and it'll be better for everyone. And we were really a first mover on that front. We've also joined the standard body to help contribute to how payments will shape in the future.
So there you have it. You have a Ripple employee explaining that they're excited for ISO 20022. So what's so important about this? Well, the current messaging standards in the traditional financial system in the world today don't allow for instant settlement. It's just a messaging standard to send essentially IOUs from one institution to another. What Ripple is doing is completely different. They are using XRP to settle payments in real time so that the payment is done. It's over with. There's no IOU. This institution had value and it moved that value to another institution. That's game changing. That's something that can't be done in the financial system today. And because it's so game changing, there's not really any standards for it. What Ripple did is new and innovative, but there's no actual rules to actually put that kind of payment in place. What this new upgrade, the ISO 20022 standard, is going to do is allow Ripple's technology of actually performing instant settlement using assets like XRP. It's going to allow that to actually be a standard in the financial system. So now institutions won't feel like they're taking some kind of unnecessary risk if they're to go with Ripple's technology stack. By standardizing Ripple's products and actually making it so they are compliant with the ISO standard, it's going to make it an easier decision for institutions to actually adopt Ripple's technology. Overall, in my opinion, what this is really going to do is make it a lot more common for institutions to actually touch these new forms of sending value. A lot of financial institutions in the system today are just so used to doing things the old way. They are so used to the outdated standards, they are so used to the outdated technology, and they're reluctant to upgrade anything. And if you add on top of that the fact that based on the standards, you can't even really incorporate instant settlement with cryptocurrencies, it's just hard to actually get an institution to really go forward and try something new. But I think upgrading the standards and actually making it more accessible for institutions to actually branch out and try more advanced technology, try different ways of sending and settling payments, I think when that becomes inside the standards they're used to, they're going to be a lot more accepting of the idea. So what do I think ISO 2022 really means? Well, I don't think it means that every institution is instantly going to be using XRP. I don't think that at all. A lot of people in this community have hyped it up like that's what it's going to be, and I just haven't seen any proof that that's going to be the scenario. What is going to be the scenario is institutions are actually going to be able to use XRP in a larger way. When it comes time that they realize, hey, we need faster payments because our customers don't want high fees and 3 to 5 day wait times, they're going to see Ripple and XRP are compliant in this new standard and say, hey, this technology is very interesting. Maybe we should give it a try. So before, Ripple and XRP really weren't even on the list of what these institutions could select from. It was just too high risk. It was not in the traditional standard system, and therefore a lot of the very, very conservative institutions just didn't have a reason to touch it. But now that it's actually being incorporated into the new standards, as these institutions look to leverage more powerful technology, I believe Ripple and XRP are going to be at the top of their lists. So while this doesn't mean there's going to be any instant new XRP rails put in place tomorrow, instead what it means is a paradigm shift in how institutions send value. Now institutions have the ability to actually use these new generation technologies. And while some of you might not see that as a overnight game changer, in my opinion, it's very important to show the changing world we're in. This is showing that institutions not only are ready to start leveraging this new technology, but it shows that they have enough of an interest to actually incorporate it into the standards. It's not us telling the institutions, hey, this is really cool technology, you should try it out. It's them directly saying, hey, we need to put it in the standard so we can leverage it in a material way. I don't think they would be doing this if it was just some gimmick. I don't think they would be doing this if it was all about speculation. This is about utility and actually using cryptocurrency payment rails to make settlement better. In my opinion, this is very important over the long term. Over the short term, I don't think it's really going to mean much, but I just think it shows the adoption of new technologies in our financial system. And this is something that has not been easy to come by, but something that I think we all believe is very important. I just wanted to point this out really quick because I think a lot of people missed the bigger picture. I think what I just talked about is the reason why places like Forbes are putting out articles like this, saying that cryptocurrencies could cause $33 trillion to flow into the market. What we're seeing is that the big institutions are really realizing that we're moving towards a tokenized world. We're moving towards a world where, right, settlement's not going to take 3 to 5 days. It's not going to be high fees. We have the technology to make this happen instantaneously. There's a bunch of red tape stopping things. This new ISO standard is really the first step of removing that red tape and incorporating these technologies in a bigger way. I think a lot of people kind of miss that this is more of a, hey, you're allowed to start incorporating this stuff now. Hey, you're allowed to start experimenting with it. It doesn't mean they're going to instantaneously, but I think just the green light to do it is a hugely important step. Now, I want to finish this video off and just quickly talk about why I am so confident we are in a brand new bull market. And I'll start by letting Brad actually tell it to you himself because I thought this was a pretty awesome clip. He talks about crypto spring right here and the fact that we're leaving crypto winter. Listen up to this and I'll show you what just happened on the price charts.
You know, for me, this spring, within Ripple and even a little bit externally, we started talking about the spring over the last couple months. One manifestation of that is just, I think, a renewed focus on utility and solving real world problems. And I think what you see happen during what we call these crypto winters is that the hyperbole and the hype gets ahead of the reality, and it's a reset back to, okay, if these technologies aren't solving problems, then what are they doing? And I think, as Sheila just introduced, it kind of like, it's not crypto winter as much as it's a season to build. That, you know, for me, this.
So I think what we see is Brad Garlinghouse is pretty confident the worst is behind us. I think that's why he calls it crypto spring and said that we actually left crypto winter and crypto winter is dead. And funny enough, as soon as I saw this clip come across my screen, I noticed that Bitcoin actually broke 37,000 and looks like it could be heading towards a brand new yearly high. Guys, the fact that we have cryptocurrency starting to move again and starting to gain some positive price momentum, I think is very, very important. We just need some bullish catalysts. We need something big to happen, something like actual BlackRock news, not fake BlackRock news, something like an ETF, just something to jam liquidity back into this market. It seems like right now the crypto market wants to break out so badly. We see all these different you know what coins breaking out, but not really holding their breakouts. What I think we're really seeing is an excitement back in this asset class. Liquidity starting to bubble back in. I think we're really close to something big being right around the corner. And ultimately, it's the people like Brad Garlinghouse and Ripple who are really going to benefit over the long run. The people who are actually building real products that institutions are actually going to use, people who are actually working within the system to make cryptocurrencies a real technology that institutions are going to adopt. It makes me so excited to hear Brad talking about this, to know he's always over the target and what is happening and what his company should be building. And I think over the long run, there's zero question in my mind. This strategy is what's going to win out. This strategy is going to be the strategy that really takes Ripple and XRP to the next level, while the rest of these projects kind of, focus on all this hype and meme and all that stuff. XRP and Ripple really are in a different class. And I'm just so excited for this market to finally get moving again. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed this update. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. It really does mean so much. And for now, Mickle out.